What is up, my maniacs? It's Mobile Maniac here. Today is episode 26 of Slither.io. Now, watching yesterday's video, I heard me say episode 33, and I'm like, where did that even come from? Why did 33 all of a sudden pop into my mind? I don't know, but it's already out there. We're gonna have two episode 33s, but in reality, that one is 25. So just think of it as kind of think of it as like two episode 33s, but like it's gonna be episode 25 because that's what I intended it to. And I said to myself before starting this video, I'm not gonna start off by saying this is episode 34, because it's not episode 34. It's episode 26, and that is not episode. And the previous one was not episode 33. It was episode. I thought I could kill that guy. It was episode. Um, whatchamacallit, 25. So yeah, after that has been discussed, now I want to discuss basically what I was going to talk about today. And remember how I said the pronunciations for anything with a dot in it. Like I always I kill him and I kill myself. But yeah, remember how I said like I I argue with people who pronounce it Slitherio or Slitherio. It's Slither.io, okay? But I'm gonna tell you why it has to be Slither.io, like not Slitherio. And I call this the dot effect. Basically, in a computer URL, you type youtube.com and it brings you to a website. You don't say youtube.com, right? You say youtube.com. And you say drive.google.com. You don't say drive.google.com. You say drive.google.com. Also, you say mail.google.com, not mail.google.com for your thing. And and even with Slither.io on the PC, apparently, if you just do the .io, it brings you directly to the game online, and it ends up, just being, in a computer URL, and only weird people would say Slitherio. And in a computer URL, you don't say it like all one thing. Like you don't say you wouldn't say Slither dot, like you wouldn't say Slitherio or something like that. And you wouldn't say YouTube.com, right? You wouldn't say Snapchat.com. You wouldn't say Instagram.com. You wouldn't say Facebook.com. You wouldn't say Twitter.com. You wouldn't say Microsoft.com. You wouldn't say Apple.com. You say Apple.com. Microsoft.com. Bill Gates heard me. If Bill Gates is watching that, well then he's probably gonna kill me. I bet he's not though. Um, but yeah, you say Apple.com, Microsoft.com, Google.com, Yahoo.com, you guys get it. You don't say it all as one thing, Um, you know, and and that brings me to my next point about this effect, the computer URL, in there. That's basically what I've been discussing, whatever. But yeah, you don't say it all one thing. You don't say mail Google.com. You don't say drive Google.com. Or same with .org and .gov sites. Seriously, you don't say US.gov. You say US.gov. I mean, of course, using it in a sentence, you might say that, but you don't say US.gov. You say US.gov or something. These are just examples. Just saying. Um, so yeah, don't kill me. And also, for apps with dot in it, like Musically, for example, it's not Musically, it's musical.ly. And I bet you didn't see the extra AL in the app name. Same with their other app, Lively. I mean, it's not Lively, it's live.ly, okay? I mean, even when you type it in a computer URL, and that's the whole reason why I'm doing this. Well, I'm bringing this up because in a computer URL, you don't say you don't say YouTube.com, as I've said billions of times for like the past 4 minutes. Um, but yeah, like you don't say that. Okay, so we had a bit of an interruption there, but that is okay. Plus, I moved that other recording to the SD card to avoid storage issues and no re-recording. As you probably have noticed, I am still using my Canadian skin just because I didn't switch it back. But yeah, back to the dot effect. It's just, you know, I'm just throwing this out there to like tell people that you have been pronouncing like stuff like musically and Slitherio. You've been pronouncing that stuff wrong. Okay, Slither.io. It's not Slitherio. Slitherio. Same with Agar.io and the most recent Splix.io, which I might start another show on, but just to get ahead of PC Player because we're equal in shows. But still, though, when you type it into a PC URL, you know, in a URL, as I said, you say YouTube.com. You don't say YouTube.com, okay? Or YouTube.com, which is weird. But yeah, people have just been pronouncing stuff like that wrong, okay? And musically, they didn't notice the extra AL in musically. It's musical.ly. So next time you say, "Oh, I'm gonna do a musically," so next time you hear someone say, "I'm gonna do a musically" or something, or "I'm gonna start musically," I'm gonna start doing cringy ass musicallys on my musically account. Tell them that it's not musically, it's musical.ly, okay? And same with like the developer's other app, Lively, which you thought was Lively, but it's not. It's live.ly. Even though I actually think Lively sounds a little better, but you know, and lively actually means something. It means like short. It means something short. So, and the fact that you can like live stream your life with that app, I do not have it. Well, that's what they just say. But yeah, the fact that you can just like, live stream with that, it should just be like a short little video maker like musically. Like you don't have to make like, you don't have to lip sync to other videos or other songs. But yeah, I just think lively sounds better. But then it doesn't like do, but then it doesn't actually mean it, because lively means short. So yeah, just you didn't know that you were pronouncing it incorrectly, and then well, some people would argue, and like this is the whole reason I'm just making this video to like to stop the arguments on these pronunciations on Slither.io and well on Slither.io and Splix.io and musical.ly. There we go. And also, and I call this the dot effect. You can call it the URL effect if you want. But just tell me which name is better, the dot effect or the URL effect, because I mean, it's more on computer URLs. Basically, that's what I've been discussing. I just think the dot effect sounds better because it's part of the actual thing, and just my point is in the URLs, like people like say the dot. It's like, dot in there. And like all these apps with the dots, slither.io, then if you type that in, it just brings you directly to their website. Like you don't even need another .com or .org or .gov in there. Anything. You just have to do the dot and then the two letters. Well, that it has on the end. I keep dying discussing this dot effect. But yeah, just really, though, that's really how you pronounce it, and I really am sick of these arguments. So watch this video. I'm hoping this gets a lot of views and probably like 5 likes, um, to show some support to this dot effect that I've come up with, and I hope that people will understand me and tell people that they've been pronouncing it wrong all this time. It's not Slitherio, it's not musically, it's it's you got to put the dot in there. Just that's the bottom line. You have to say the dot, and that's the whole point of the dot effect, in the URLs and stuff like that. So yeah, the reason I'm not playing anymore is I'm gonna stop. Hopefully this gets a lot of likes and views, as I've already said, to show support for the dot effect. And if you think, and if you agree with the dot effect, just leave a like and tell me, oh, I agree in the comments. Just because I would really like to know your opinions on this. Tell me if it makes sense too. So don't forget to give this channel gaming by dropping a like and subbing as well. Tomorrow's Columbus Day, so there's gonna be no videos. Tuesday there will be videos. Wednesday there will be videos. Wednesday's Yom Kippur, but I don't celebrate that, so there will be videos Wednesday, Thursday, Friday there will be videos. Saturday, Sunday will be more so.io. Schedule for the rest of the week basically. So see you guys Tuesday.